Bruce was in the middle of a dream, but woke up as Max barked incessantly at something in the other room. Seriously? He sat up. Shut up, dog, he yelled. But it was pointless. Something had his attention. He wiped the sleep from his eyes and made sure he could feel everything again. The dog could wait. He had to go to the bathroom first. It sucked being old, but here he was. A few minutes later, he had found something to wear and was almost ready to face the far too early part of the day. The whole time, the dog was barking at something outside. Seriously, Max, what the hell is it? He asked, stumbling through the house and to the front door. He opened it, but Max wouldn't leave his spot. He stopped barking, however. It didn't take long to see what Max had been barking about. Next to his truck, laying halfway in a puddle, was someone in a black cloak. What? He asked himself, unsure what to think. Out of all the things that could happen today, this was not on his radar. Bruce took a breath and made his way to the person laying there. As he got closer, he could tell they were alive, breathing anyway. Hey, are you all right? He asked, suddenly wishing he'd brought his gun with him. This could have been a trap. Fans were weird, and this was pretty high on the weirdness radar. He didn't think he was that popular. He got close and pulled the hood back. It was a woman. Brown hair, pale skin. He had no idea why she was here or anything. All the questions started to race through his mind. The biggest one, why hadn't Max followed him? The dog was really social with people he didn't know, but now he wasn't leaving the house. That concerned him a little. Hey, are you all right? He asked. She groaned. He didn't want to leave her outside like this, so he hoped for the best. Come on, I can do this. She's not that heavy, he said, and put his arms under her. He lifted, and to his surprise, she wasn't heavy at all. Actually, her weight didn't feel normal, like she was made of something else. He wondered if she were an alien for a second. Anything was possible, he supposed. He made his way back to the house. Max bolted outside as he got closer. That worried him. The dog was never like this. He laid the woman on the couch as carefully as he could, then sat in his chair. She was still sleeping. Hadn't noticed a thing. Bruce had written a lot of books. In these books, he had written about villains, too. His mind started to wander about what the darker pieces of his personality could do with someone like this, just sleeping here, defenseless. It was the first interesting idea he'd had in ages. People liked monsters and evil. All the heroes were just plot devices. He shook off the thoughts and wondered what to do, who to call. This was a completely new situation. Maybe she was evil. Max was sure acting that way, but he didn't get any weird feeling beyond the obvious. Well, there was nothing more to do, and he still needed his morning coffee, and he was still tired. He stood up and made his way to the kitchen. Then he started to make coffee. It only took a few minutes, same routine every day. He pushed the button to make the machine work and moved back to the living room. She was still there, looked dead laying there on the couch, but at least she wasn't in the puddle anymore. He counted himself lucky that she wasn't dead in the driveway instead. That would have been a horrible way to start the day.